Robin Williams could be anyone: a genie, a doctor, a teacher on a desktop, 1,000 voices in a single breath. But there was one role he cared about more than all of them, one he never got an award for: being a father. Happy Father's Day to every one of you here in our little family. Today's video is just for you, our keepers and guardians of the light. We wanted to step away from the headlines and the famous performances and spend a few quiet minutes with the Robin Williams that mattered most to him. The dad, the son, the man who learned what fatherhood meant from a father who almost never laughed, and from a stranger on a television screen who taught him how. This is the story of Robin Williams and fatherhood, in his own words, wherever we can. Stay with us. To understand Robin as a father, you have to start with his own. Robert Williams was a senior executive at Ford, a serious man, a formal man, the kind of father who did not give his laughter away easily. Robin once described him with great tenderness. His dad, he said, was a sweet man, but not an easy laugh. For a little boy who would one day make the whole world laugh, that was the great puzzle of his childhood. How do you reach a father like that? And then, one night, the answer arrived through the television set. Robin watched his father, his serious, formal father, break into helpless laughter at a comedian named Jonathan Winters. He never forgot it. Years later, he wrote that his father's laughter was what first introduced him to the comedy of Jonathan Winters. He remembered sitting there, watching his dad lose himself completely and thinking, who is this man and how does he do that? In that moment, a small boy understood something. The way to his stern father's heart ran straight through that laughter. And so the comedian we would all come to love was, in a very real way, born right there at his own father's feet, a child trying to reach the man across the room. Jonathan Winters became something more than an idol to Robin. Robin called him the reason he became a comedian. He even called him his comedy Buddha. But here is the part that matters today. Once Robin called Jonathan his mentor, and Jonathan gently corrected him. "Please," he said, "I prefer idol." It was a joke. Underneath it was something real. Because over the years, the man who first taught Robin how to reach his own father slowly became a kind of father to Robin himself. When Robin's own show, Mork and Mindy, needed new life, Robin brought Jonathan onto it, and in one of the most beautiful jokes television has ever played, the show made Jonathan Winters the child and Robin Williams the father. Two men who had both struggled to reach their fathers. Two men who each carried a brightness and a darkness inside them. And for one strange, wonderful season, one of them got to raise the other. When Jonathan died, Robin wrote a tribute to him, the student saying goodbye to the man who had quietly become family. That was the inheritance Robin carried into his own home. Not just how to be funny, but how much a father figure can mean. Even an unexpected one, even one who arrives late. By the time Robin had children of his own, Zachary, Zelda, and Cody, something in him had decided what kind of father he wanted to be. He wanted to be present, awake, there. He said it plainly once, and it is one of the most honest things a father has ever admitted. He stopped drinking, he explained, because he had children, because he wanted to be awake and aware. He did not want to tell his kids he loved them and then drop his head on the table. He did not want to miss a single thing they did or said. It would not always be easy. Robin was honest all his life about his struggles, the falls, the climbs back up. He never sold himself as the perfect dad. When he made a film called World's Greatest Dad, a reporter asked if he really was the world's greatest dad. And Robin, honest as ever, answered, "Not at all. I'm a work in progress, but I love them. A work in progress." Maybe that is the truest thing any father has ever called himself. But if the effort was a work in progress, the love never was. The love was whole from the very first moment. He said that too, that from the day his children were born, from the moment he first looked at them, he was crazy about them. Once he held them, that was it. There is a small story that says everything about the father Robin became. He loved to read to his children. He would read the whole C.S. Lewis series out loud. And of course, being Robin Williams, he did all the voices. Every character, every accent, the whole room full of people that only he could be. And one night, while he was reading to his daughter, she stopped him. "Don't do any voices," she said. "Just read it as yourself." So he did. The funniest voice in the world set all the other voices down, and he just read quietly, plainly as himself. And she said, "That's better." Think about what that meant for him. The whole world wanted Robin Williams, the performer, the 1,000 voices, the fireworks. His child only wanted Robin, just her dad, reading in his own quiet voice in a dark room at the end of an ordinary day. And he gave her that, gladly, because that was the very thing he had been chasing since he was a boy in front of the television, watching his own father laugh. Underneath all the voices, underneath all the laughter, what he wanted most was simply to be loved as himself. And in that quiet room, with that book, he finally was. Robin Williams left us in 2014. What took him was an illness his doctors barely understood at the time: Lewy body dementia, a disease that hid behind confusion and fear, quietly stealing a brilliant mind from the inside. Not a choice, never a choice. A good man losing a fight he never knew he was in. But that is not where we will leave him today. We will leave him in that dark bedroom, reading in his own voice. We will leave him at his father's feet, a small boy discovering that laughter could open even the most closed heart. We will leave him beside Jonathan Winters, two unlikely sons who got to be father and child for a little while. Robin spent his whole life learning the things so many of us spend our lives learning, that a father does not have to be perfect. He only has to be present. He only has to keep showing up. A work in progress, loving completely. To every father here today, and to everyone who had one, or misses one, or became one, thank you for being part of this little family. Stories like this one take time to dig for the truth, to find the real moments, to tell them with the care Robin deserves. And it's your support that gives us that time. Every member here makes it possible for us to slow down, look closer, and keep more of his light from being forgotten. That's what we're building together. Not just a channel, but a place where the man behind the laughter is remembered the right way for a long time to come. Happy Father's Day from all of us to all of you. Stay with us. Help us keep his light alive.